guys! Today I am showing with you my tanning routine for fair-skinned girls because your girl is so pale, it's not even funny. Like, everybody jokes about it. I am the most pale person in the world, but it's okay. I've been using self-tanner more lately just because I think it gives you a little bit of a healthy glow that I don't have because I'm pale. So I really wanted to show you guys what I do. I don't get like super dark. I know some people will get the self-tanners that they just get like a whole different color on. This is just kind of like a light color. It gives you like a little bit of a bronze glow instead of like being 10 shades darker, but I really like it. So what I use is the Tarte Brazilians Plus. I love this stuff. This is like the gel. I really like this stuff. I think it's easy, it's foolproof, like you really can't screw this up very bad. It's not like some of the other ones that, like I said, make you 10 shades darker and you have to really watch how you use it. This one's super easy and user friendly. I just take like a little bit and, like you'll see in a couple minutes, just put it all over my body. I love this stuff. It doesn't stink. It kind of makes my clothes smell when I like sleep on it, but it's not that bad. It's not like a super overpowering self-tanner scent, but this is what I use. I really love it. Then I'll do this like maybe once or twice a week, and that's like kind of pushing it because I don't do it all the time, but I really do like doing it when I do it. Then I also like to use this Hemp's Touch of Summer Daily Moisturizer for fair skin tones. This stuff I love, 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 love this stuff. This stuff is awesome. It doesn't smell. My mom uses the Jergens self-tanner and I think that stuff stinks. I do not like that stuff at all. I will never use that. I think it turns out more orangey and I also think it stinks like all the time. I like this stuff much better. It's basically the same concept. It's just like a daily moisturizer that you put on and it gives you a little bit of color. I like to use this to maintain what I get with the Tarte Brazilian stuff, and I normally like to use this on my legs because my legs are so ungodly white. It's so bad. So this gives them a little bit of color so that when I wear shorts in the summer, they're not like blinding people, you know what I mean? So I really like using this stuff to maintain that and give a little bit of glow, and also I put on lotion anyway, so I might as well use something that has a little bit of tanner in it. So this is also what I use after I self-tan. And then I don't use these all the time, but I've used these a couple times and I really like them, so I thought I would talk about them for a hot minute. These are the Brazilians Face Self-Tanning Towelettes from Tarte. I really like these. These are amazing. I used this one day, didn't tell Eddie, my boyfriend, that I was using it, and like the next day after I had like washed it off, he was like, your skin, well, I was going on about my skin first. I was like, my skin looks so good. Like, I don't normally get a ton of breakouts, but I don't know what it was about my skin. It just looked like really glowy and really nice. And I was like, my skin looks so good. And he was like, yeah, I noticed that too. Like, it looks really good. And it's because of this, 100,000% because of this. I love this stuff. It makes your skin look so nice and it gives you a really nice color and it matches like the Tarte stuff. It's not any darker than that. It's just a really nice all over color, and I seriously think that this helps your skin and makes it look really nice. So I definitely recommend trying these. I forget how much it was for like a pack of 5, but I still think it's worth it. I wish I kept up with it more, and I think I might have to start using them more, but I just wanted to talk about this for a second. So now that I showed you guys all the products I use, I'm just gonna get started with my little self-tanning routine. So the first thing I do when I self-tan is shave my legs, but I totally forgot to film that part for you guys, so I'm just skipping that and showing you guys what I do to wash my body. So I always use this loofah when I wash my body, so of course you just like get it all sudsy, and I'm just showing you guys it on my leg, but this is really good at getting all the dead skin off before you go and use your self-tanner, so it lasts a lot longer. And it's really important to do this around like your knees, your ankles, your feet, your hands, your elbows, all the places that have like tougher skin, so that you can get all the dead skin cells off, and the self-tanner will apply much nicer when you go to do it. I also usually like to exfoliate my face, so I just use the St. Ives exfoliator on my face, and again, this just gets off all the dead skin cells before you go and self-tan, and it also makes your face feel like super baby soft, so I love it for that also. And I'll just go ahead and like put this on all over and make sure that I get all the dead skin cells off. Then I'll just rinse that off and dry off my face. And then for my face, I'll just put on a little bit of moisturizer first before I go and put my self-tanner on, just because I feel like it's a barrier on my face and it doesn't like get super, super dark, and it gets dark in the right places so it's not super patchy. So after I put that on, I'll just put a little bit of self-tanner on my mitt. Sometimes I'll just use the leftover of my body self-tan, but I just decided to
self-tan my face with the normal amount that I would use on the rest of my body, if that makes sense. So I'm just rubbing this in all over my face and my eyelids, making sure to get everywhere, like even in your hairline you want to get really well, around your ears. You just want to make sure that everything's good so that you don't get splotchy or have like random spots that are paler than the rest of you. So I really like to make sure that I get like my eyes and the creases of my nose and like my chin, down my neck. And then I also take it like behind my neck and like behind my ears, just so that everything looks nice and even. So for my legs, I'll usually put on some lotion first, especially around my knees and my ankles and like my feet, because I feel like it acts as a really good barrier around those places, because on me those places usually tend to get darker, so you can really tell that I self-tan when that happens, and I hate that. It's like the most dead giveaway that you self-tan. So I try to prevent that as much as I can by putting on a little bit of lotion, and I think that's really helpful. Then I will just take my self-tanner and apply it to like the top half of my leg first. I just find this easier so that I can get the whole top half of my leg first, and then move on to the bottom part so that I'm not like missing any places. So I just like cover my whole leg. I feel like most of this is self-explanatory. Then I will do the lower part of my leg, and I really like to watch not to get it on my knees and my feet yet, because I just want to get like my calves and my shins before I do that. Also, I'm not naked in this, even though it looks like I literally have no clothes on. I promise I do. But then I just rub over the leftovers from what I use on the top and bottom half of my leg. That's when I'll rub that over my knee, behind my knee, and my feet, so that there's not a bunch on the mitt. It's just like a little bit of leftover, and it works out really nice to get them still tan, but not like super tan and not really dark in the wrong places. Then for my arms, I usually just do them all at once, and I'll just kind of like put it on the mitt and then do circular motions all over my arms, because I find you don't need as much for your arms as you do for your legs. And I'll just rub it everywhere, even like my shoulders. And you want to make sure you get like your armpits and the side of your arm, and then even the back of your arm. Like make sure you get literally every little spot, and especially around your elbows, you have to be careful, and around the inside of your arms, because obviously the inside of your arms is usually lighter than the outside of your arms. So I usually just take the excess on the inside of my arms. And then my hands, I will do a little bit with the mitt, but you'll see in a second how I also like to tan them. Then for my hands, I take a little bit of lotion and a little dollop of self-tanner, I mean like the tiniest amount, and I'll mix that together and just use it as like a basic lotion. And I find it really gets my hands tan well without getting them super splotchy or dark in all the wrong places. So I really enjoy doing that. I definitely think it's the best way to tan your hands.
I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I self-tan. I hope it helped you guys out. This is just some of the things that I do to self-tan, how I self-tan, the products I use. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe by clicking down below, and I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye!